Hey everyone, welcome to Mountain Beast Mysteries. It's been a couple weeks, but I'm back. I got some UFO footage for you today that is very interesting. I think it's one of the better pieces of evidence I have now. There's lots of stuff on my computer that I have that you guys haven't seen yet, and I'm working on a documentary. I'm putting this film together to try and tell the whole story of what's been going on, and honestly, I've been struggling putting it together and structuring it in a way that, I'm satisfied with. But hopefully it won't be too much longer. I'm really putting a lot of effort into this film. It's my first film on the UFO topic. Usually we're doing the Bigfoot thing, but we're going to be dabbling in UFO stuff here on the channel because why not? We have an excellent opportunity here to research this and investigate it and see what kind of crazy footage we can get. As you can see, this clip, this is very definitive to me, okay? Like, in the other clips I uploaded, I didn't really explain anything because I had plans to quickly put out a documentary, but it's been taking forever. But, there's different things that I've been filming in the sky. There's different types of objects, different types of light orbs and weird phenomena. These things in this video you can see are some sort of light orbs, and what my belief is that they're, well, I don't know if it's a belief yet, it's just a theory, is that they are partially materialized craft or beings of some kind, probably craft. And why I think they're partially materialized is because they only show up as light. If you watch the documentary Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind or listen to any of the Stephen Greer stuff, this is like mentioned. He says in this podcast I was recently listening to that when these beings visit Earth, they more often than not will not fully materialize into a solid craft. Like their crafts or the beings themselves, they will not fully materialize. I guess in this instance, I'm mostly talking about the craft. So if the craft fully materializes, our weapon systems and all our tracking, like defense systems, can lock onto them and potentially, destroy them. But if they're partially materialized, they can't lock onto them. That's one of the things that Dr. Stephen Greer says, which I find that very interesting, which makes sense why a lot of the times they show up as light orbs, or things that kind of look like holograms. I've been filming these weird things. They look like birds, but they almost look like holograms, and they are in fact emitting light, and that's just one of the weird things that I've been filming. Sometimes they show up, moving around, like they're very, I don't know, they move around in kind of like a fluid way, but in other instances, I filmed these things moving in the sky, like in a very rigid formation, where they don't move in kind of a fluid way. It's very like, a tight-knit formation. It's very strange. This video clip you're seeing here, I'm just kind of looping it. It loops almost the full clip, and then it'll loop it a few times, kind of zoomed in, and then it'll go back and forth and whatnot. At the end of the video, I'll play the clip in its entirety, with the sound playing, which is just the sounds of the city at night. There's sirens and stuff. If you really closely analyze the full video, you'll probably see other stuff going on. You will see there's another light that approaches this main light that I'm tracking that looks just like this light orb that zooms up to this other one and flies off. Like there's other things that are going on here. But this is fascinating, is it not? Like, this is a great opportunity to research this. I know we want to be looking for Bigfoot. There's more Bigfoot videos coming. But I'm a curious guy, I'm an explorer. I have this happening right on my doorstep, so why not post this here? Yeah, what do you guys think of this? I don't want to say too much about it right now because I'm putting it in the film and I want to explain more of it in that film. But I shot this on my Panasonic G85 with a 1.2 35mm lens set to infinity focus at f1.2. I can't recall what shutter speed I was using here. I've been kind of going back and forth between 1/50th of a second and 1/25th of a second. When you go 1/25th of a second, you get way more motion blur, so it's not really ideal for getting like sharper images, but you get way more light. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I've been kind of preferring the 1/25th of a second shutter speed because there are things you'll pick up that you probably, like, you might not get. Okay, the interesting thing about this clip that I forgot to mention at the very beginning is that when I was filming this, I literally only saw the main light in the middle. I did not see these other lights zipping around and the one light zipping right up to it and investigating it and then shooting off. I had no idea that even happened, okay? And the even funnier thing is that this clip, like, I've had this on my computer for like a month without even knowing that I had this crazy footage. I filmed this, I put the footage on the computer, and then as I was like recently going through all the footage, you know, to make the documentary, I noticed this and I'm like, holy crap, like, oh, this whole time I had this clip. This is like a smoking gun for me. I don't know, like, I believe this is aliens. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. That's what I believe. I think this is extraordinary footage. And for me, this confirms everything I've been seeing. I know people have been talking crap, like in some of the comments on the other videos, saying I'm filming satellites and stuff, but dude, I'm telling you guys, this is not satellites. Something weird is going on. This is something otherworldly. I don't know exactly what it is, but we're gonna find out. I have more footage I'll upload, just to share stuff with you guys while I'm, you know, working on this documentary, trying to get it done. So the next footage that the next piece of footage that I'm gonna be uploading, I managed to catch a triangular shaped UFO. Like, I'm pretty convinced that this is a genuine triangular shaped UFO. And in the frame as well, there's an airplane too. So you get the airplane and you get the UFO in the same shot. But in this footage that I'm showing right now, at the beginning of the clip, you can actually see a bug fly like vertically across the screen. So you can see what like a bug or anything like that looks like. You might have to like rewind the video and look at the beginning of the clip. But there is a bug. Or you could just wait till the end of the video when I play the full clip, you can see that. And it's like blurry. When the camera's set to infinity focus, it's focused on what's way out there to infinity. It's not focused on, you know, what's up close to you. And at f1.2, an aperture of f1.2, like, that's such a shallow depth of field. Anything that's like a bug or dust or, you know, whatever, floating around in the air, that's going to be really blurry and it's going to show up really big as it does in this video. But yeah. And it also looks like at the beginning of the clip, you can kind of see a shooting star or something really move really fast from right to left. And it could be a shooting star, it could be anything else. I've gotten into the habit of whenever I see a light, even if it looks like a satellite, I film it. And that's what happened in this clip. Is I filmed this light knowing it could be a satellite, but then, you know, look what the camera picked up. A lot of times I've noticed, you never know what you're gonna get. If you point the camera to the sky and you maybe just are filming a satellite, something else might occur while you're filming that. I get this weird sense a lot of the time that whatever these things are, they know when my camera's pointed in the sky, you know? I feel like they know when the camera's pointed at the sky, and I feel like they know precisely where. Because there's been a few times where I've just had the camera pointed somewhere, not expecting to film anything, and then something happens, or I put the footage on the computer later and, you know, it turns out it did record something. So, I don't know. But that's all I wanted to share with you guys today in this video. I want to know what you guys think. I think this is crazy. A lot of people are just like, yeah, it's just lights, but I think it's something. We got something, we got a real mystery here. We got something to explore. We got actual video evidence of something. We don't have 4K Bigfoot evidence, but we sure as heck got 4K UFO evidence. But there'll be more to come in the future. So thanks for watching this video, guys. We'll see you next time on Mountain Beast Mysteries.